Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. It's your girl here, Mrs. Pham. Shalafia Lewa. How is everybody? How is the family? How is work? How has your day been? Hope you're keeping well. Nice to have you. I'm doing very well myself. Everything is good. We thank God. We give God the glory. Nice to have you on board. Thank you so much for joining in. So as usual, on this platform, today we're going to be discussing a topic which is a bit controversial, and hello, people are tuning in already. Nice to have you. Welcome. Shawa, okay. Kike Lomo, how are you? Ekura Leo, how is your family? How are the kids? Ekujo meta o. So yeah, like I was saying, as usual on this platform, we bring so many different topics, from relationship to healthy lifestyle to living abroad, to parenting, to different things. So today, as usual, we're going to be discussing on another topic, which is are you in a democratic or autocratic relationship, and signs that you are married to a narcissist. So I'm just going to talk about being in a democratic or an autocratic relationship, like I mentioned earlier on. And today we'll be discussing about how do I deal with a rigid partner, or how do you live with a controlling partner. So who is a controlling partner? Who is a rigid partner? So this can come in the form of I don't want to really base this. I don't want to base this discussion particularly on a partner or I want to explore more about someone that's autocratic. It could be your boss, it could be your neighbor, it could be a friend, it could be somebody that you know, or that you're in a relationship with. That's why I don't want to base it on a partner alone. But it could be a partner as well. So are you in a relationship with a man or a woman who is very controlling? Because that's the word. Who is very controlling, or who is very rigid. So what are the signs that you have noticed? Are there there are signals, during courtship, some things come up, like red flags, and like red flags come on in relationships. And what do we tend to do? We ignore because of love, because we think, oh, this person will change. We actually see a lot of like a lot of people are now, maybe they're divorced, or they're giving themselves space, maybe for years, just to get themselves together. But what you end up hearing from people are, oh, I saw the red flag, I just didn't take note, or I just didn't think it wasn't going to change. I thought I was able to change him. Or he promised it was going to change. Or she promised she was going to change. And then things don't change. So because some people are just, you cannot just change some people. So today, what are the signs that you are with a controlling partner? So what they do is they take charge, complete charge of your life. A controlling partner takes complete charge of your life. They are very, very, you cannot communicate with them openly because you don't know what you're going to say. You just don't know that one thing that you're going to say that will upset them. An example is you're in a party and then you try to, simple thing as holding your partner's hand. Some people find it offensive. Familiar. So you're showing off. So people will, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. You just don't know how to communicate. You can't have a laugh. Like you're in the midst of your friends and your partner is there, and then you just want to, crack a joke. You're just unable to do it because you just don't know that one thing that might get you that slap or that silly look or that, so it's very hard. And then they keep, they're just very, very controlling, and they make you not stay close to your family and friends. That's what they do. A controlling partner will make sure you're very, very, very far away from your friends and family, people who are close, people who are dear to your heart. What I tell a lot of people, that come to me for counseling, I am not a professional counselor, but I will be someday. But what I tell a lot of people, and then they find out is the truth, is before you got into a relationship with this person, you were somebody's sister, you were somebody's brother, you were somebody's child, you were somebody's auntie, you were somebody's friend, you were somebody's colleague, you were somebody's neighbor before you got into this relationship with this person. So how come all of a sudden, because you're married or because you're engaged, ó ti di pé a lè bọ́rẹ̀ ṣe mọ́, a lè bẹ́bí ṣe mọ́, everybody ó ti dọ̀tá wa, eléyìí ò like mi, ìyẹn ò like mi, I don't want to be no nítorí pé mo ti ń gbé níbí báyìí àbí torí pé mo ti wà ní position yẹn, eléyìí fẹ́ ṣe mí ní àìdá ni, ìyẹn fẹ́ ṣe mí ní jàǹbá ni. This is what a controller, this is what they do to you. They make you think pé gbogbo èèyàn pátápátá ló ń fẹ́ ṣe yín láìdá, eléyìí ò like ẹni, ìyẹn ń jealous ẹni nítorí pé wọ́n ò lọ́kọ, nítorí pé wọ́n lọ́kọ, nítorí pé wọ́n ò ní ọmọ, àbí torí pé òun lọ́mọ, àbí torí pé wọ́n ò ní mọ́tò, àbí nítorí pé wọ́n ò sí ìkọ́lé. They just come up with different things, and they make you think, okay, òótọ́ ni o, nítorí pé mo ra handbag yẹn, ọ̀rẹ́ mi like torí ẹ̀ ní whatever. They just come up with things, and then you feel, oh, that's true, it's exactly, or she's exactly saying the truth. Then they criticize you all the time. Nǹkan táwọn tó máa ń control èèyàn nínú relationship tó máa ń ṣe, they will make sure they criticize everything. Kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ ń ṣe báyìí, they will make sure they criticize it. Kò sí nǹkan náà tó lè ṣe tó lè right. There's just not that thing that you say. Even any idea to bring to the table, even like investments, even in your career path, like even in bringing up your children, even in anything, even things that pertain you, like your own social life, controlling partner man make sure don't criticize everything. There's nothing that you say that is just right. Controlling, and they just don't. All the man create drama, they are full of drama. Kò sí nǹkan náà. Ibikíbi báyìí wọ́n ti lè create drama. Ẹ bá wà ní shopping center, ẹ bá wà ní party, ẹ bá wà ní hall, ẹ bá wà ní church, in fact ẹ wà ní mosque. Controlling partner ó máa create drama inú ẹ̀, wọ́n ní ojú tì. They don't just have that respect for you. Débi pé kò sí nǹkan tó lè sọ, kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe. They just don't value it. And then they intimidate you in front of everyone. They make you feel so little, and want to make sure they make you just feel worthless. In contact controlling partner man, they make you feel worthless. These controlling partners that I'm talking about, only jokurin, Only obìnrin because ó wà lọ́kùnrin ó dẹ̀ wà lóbìnrin. So I'm not just particularly talking about a gender. You know, it's both ways. Then they are always moody. They are always moody because there's just not that thing that makes them happy. Tó bá wà ní sitting room pẹ̀lú wọn, they'll be watching the TV. It's very interesting program that you enjoy watching and you just want to chat over the program or over the series or whatever. They're just there, blank. Don't even know what to say. Always moody. You don't even know when to bring up a topic or when to make a closure to a topic or a discussion. They're just always moody. And they frequently threaten you. This is what they do. Frequently, they will threaten you. Controlling partners frequently threaten you on anything and everything. Especially when you are somebody who is open-minded and does not have anything. I mean, when you're in a relationship, obviously, you shouldn't be hiding things from your partner. So when you're in a relationship or when you're with this kind of people, they use those things that you have, you know, whatever you have told them, they use, manipulative. Thank you, Ebomi. Thank you very much. Someone has just said manipulative is a better word for it. That's exactly right. So this is why I want this to be interactive. At least I'm learning more myself. So yeah, they're very manipulative. Because they just make sure that everything that concerns you, they just make sure that you feel worthless. And then, what was I going to say again? I was going to talk about jealousy. The jealousy knows no bound. A controlling partner, they are over, in fact, I don't even know what other word to use. Extremely, dangerously jealous. Some people are jealous to the extent that it is very, in fact, it is very risky that I don't even know what word to use, because they don't have any trust in you. There's nothing that you say that they believe. You go out, you come in, you're on the phone, who are you chatting with? What did you discuss? You know, they just want to know everything about you. I'm not saying that, I mean, there's nothing to be keeping in a relationship, obviously. But still, you still want your own time. You want your own friends. You want to go out with your own friends. You want to go out with your own family. You want to talk to your own family. And they just don't see that there's nothing they shouldn't know about you. So they're very, very jealous. And you feel isolated. They make you feel isolated. Because there's nothing that you say you want to do that they're just interested in. Especially when they are so overpowering. And some of them could be physical as well. That, you know, if you do against what they have asked you to do, against their wish, you could get into trouble. You know, they could hit you, which is very, very wrong. But unfortunately, these things happen, that when you don't listen to these instructions, you will find that they verbally abuse you, or they physically abuse you, they abuse you emotionally, you know, all sorts of abuse then comes in. So how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? But before I get to how do you deal with this, actually, I'm going to get to that now, actually. So how do you deal with this kind of controlling partner? Keep your cool. I'll ask you to keep your cool. Always keep your cool. Because when you keep your cool, you're not angry the same time which they are angry. So when you keep your cool, you have time to think. You have time to think. You have time to know what you want to do, rather than when you're on the same pace with them and then you don't know what to do. Then that makes you act irrationally. And sometimes you need to figure out the causes behind this controlling behavior. So how do you figure out the causes? It could be their background. So many people do things to you and you find out why. Why do they do it? Some people have come from a broken background. Some people have been raised in an environment which was toxic. Very, very toxic environment. Some people did not raise themselves. People that you are in a relationship with, they grew up from, one auntie to one uncle to mom to dad to, different stuffs, or being on the streets, no morals, no guardian, everything happened to them whilst they were growing up. Some of them were even abused. All of these things that they are doing to you could be as a result of what they've been through, or this was how they were raised, so that's how they're behaving that way. So sometimes it's better to find out why are they controlling, and then openly communicate, rather than keeping everything to yourself. Or I'm a superwoman, I know how to do this, or I can take care of this, I can handle. It is not everything, my dear. You cannot handle everything, especially when it comes to relationship and it's affecting your mental health, or it's affecting your finances, it's affecting your social life, it's affecting your children, it's affecting you, it's affecting your future. This is the time to openly communicate with this person. Daddy or mommy or sister or brother, whatever you call yourselves, or sweetheart, boo, bestie, whatever you call yourself. This could be a friend as well. Very controlling. Just say, look here, we have to communicate. This is making me not happy. And honestly, how do we deal with this? I want to stop to all this behavior because this is what is making you. Explain to the person and take charge of your life. There's nothing wrong in taking charge of your life. What are you doing yourself? A lot of people, you ask a simple question about people. Don't forget the topic. We're talking about when you are in a controlling relationship, when your partner, it could be your neighbor, it could be your employer, it could be somebody, it's not to a particular gender, but mostly I think I'm pointing more on partners now. So some people, just one simple question: what do you do for a living? Simple. A lot of people cannot say what they do for a living. I am not saying that should be used as a weapon to making you feel bad. But honestly, it is worth doing something for yourself. So this is why I said, take charge of your life. What do you want to do? There are so many things out there. Learn a trade. Go and work. Nothing is too small as long as it's putting food on your table. Stop relying on people 100%. Do something for yourself. Stop saying, oh, I need to have like 6 figures before I can do this. I mean, we all want that. But when will you be able to achieve that if you don't start from somewhere? So learn a trade. Go for bring out your CVs, update your CVs, go back to school, do some businesses, liaise with your friends, go on networking. So many things are happening around now that you can even do your business, in the comfort of your own home without having to go, especially for people who have young kids. You can start your business in your house. You can deliver, people can pick up from where you live. Start cooking, cooking for people. If you're very good, if you're a good cook, if you know how to market, start marketing. If you know how to talk, start hosting parties for people. If you know how to decorate, start decorating. If you are creative, just do something. Find your own worth. That will make you very, very confident. At least you'll be able to say, look, I am happy in myself. I've been able to do something. And then again, stay close to your family and friends. You know, this man or this woman has made sure or has made it like a norm to make you stay away from your family and your friends. Take charge of your life. Take it back. Stay close to your family and friends. And don't hesitate to ask for help. Do not do what? Hesitate to ask for help. Help is out there. Speak to somebody. You are not, and I repeat, a superman or a superwoman. These things affect people, and then it gets so bad that, I'm sorry, you might not even be able to handle it. And then set boundaries and stop giving that person power over you. Stop making the person feel, oh, without you, or I'm not saying be rude. I'm not saying be promiscuous. I'm not saying cheat. I'm not saying any of that. I am just saying that use your own brain. Be creative. You know, do something good. Don't just sit there and watch Netflix all day. Don't just sit there all day and watch things that don't add value to your life. You know, there's just a whole lot of things that you can even listen to that will add value to your life. You know, so listen to things that would encourage you, that would influence you positively. You know, get channels that, you know, influence your brands, influence, you know, your career path, whatever that you're doing. So it's about how to live, and, you know, with a controlling partner, somebody who just don't see any worth in you. So what else do we do? For this person who frequently threaten you, because they frequently threaten you. Everything. Oh, if you go out, I will make sure that I take off your phone. Or I will make sure that I call and disgrace you, you know, in the midst of your friends. Or I will make sure that I call your workplace and disgrace you. You know, they're just full of threats. How long? How long will you continue to deal with that? So you have to take charge of your own life and, you know, do that thing that makes you happy. You know, learn and find out why this person is behaving this way. You know, what am I doing wrong or what am I doing right that this person is just not taking on board? What is that thing that this person is bitter about? Or what is that thing that I am not doing? So it's both ways, you know. But living with a controlling husband or a controlling wife, partner, bestie, boo, whatever we call it, it is so unhealthy. It is so unhealthy. So today, I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope I've been able to pass on a bit of, you know, knowledge to one or two people. And I just want this to be interactive. If you can drop comments, you know, in the comment section, that would really be grateful. I mean, I would be grateful because then I would know that I've been able to pass out a message to just that one person that needs help, that one person that is vulnerable, that one person who needs support, that one person who is feeling isolated, that one person who feels I cannot do it, that one person who feels, oh, this is the end for me, that one person who feels nobody loves me. This message is for you. You are in charge of your own life. You can do it. It is not too late. Just reach out. Reach out for help. Don't feel isolated. Don't be ashamed. No one is going to judge you. Because if you do not handle this, it leads to a lot of things. You're not able to manage your own situation. You're not able to manage your own children. You're not able to manage your own home. You're not able to manage your work. And it's going to affect you mentally. And what it does is bad, I'm telling you. It's really, really sad. The outcome is sad. And we don't want that to happen to you. Thank you very much. God bless you all for watching. I remain yours, Mrs. Fambegbe. Love you. Bye-bye. Stay blessed.